Hi everybody, this is Jerrie from Missing Persons of America. We're going over the case of Erica Hernandez. She's 40 and she went missing from Houston in April. And there is a huge search for her right now. We're going over that case next. So you've probably heard about this case. It's getting a lot of attention from social media and media regarding her disappearance. It's really odd because she just seemed to disappear in only 5 minutes time. She was there text messaging and then she wasn't there. She wouldn't respond to text messages. So let's go back to the beginning and I'll go over this case a little bit and tell you the background of it, okay? All right. So Erica Hernandez, she's 40 years old. She has 3 children. She lives in Houston. And she had spent the day cooking up meals for everybody. And she invited all her family and friends to come over and eat. Well, for various reasons, they couldn't make it. So she decided, okay, I'm going to deliver the food over to them. So she left her house and she headed over. Now, this was around 8:30, I show here 8:10. That's what her sister-in-law said. Her sister-in-law told KPRC that Erica came to my house around 8:10 p.m. She left her car on because her kids were in the car. And Erica sat and talked to me for about 5 minutes and then left. Erica then went back home to drop her kids off.
Around the 8 o'clock hour, stayed for about 5 minutes, and she looked a little tired, but that was about it. And she said, I'm gonna go home and drop off the kids because they're tired.
Now, at that point in time, they figured she was going back home. Somebody said she was gonna drop the kids off and go back out again. I've heard other reports that she was heading home and wasn't gonna go back out, but she did go back out. And she was going to take some more food over to her friend, Maggie, around 9:30. Now, she left her children at home. She had an adult child that was going to watch them, and she left them at home, and she took off and went. She got to Maggie's house, and she stayed there for quite a while, about 4 or 5 hours. She didn't leave to 3:04 a.m., and there is some video out there. Let me show you some video of her leaving. The very first time she was there at 8:10. This is her leaving at 8:10.
This right here is video the moment Erica Hernandez left her sister-in-law's house the night before she disappeared. Investigators say Hernandez was last seen early Sunday morning near Highway 288 and the Beltway.
Now, there's no video of her leaving Maggie's house, but Maggie said she left at 3:04 a.m. Now, Maggie was concerned about her driving at that time of night and was texting her quite often on her drive back to her house. And she kept texting her, and she kept responding. And then the last text said, she said, are you home yet? She said, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And then she waited at least 5 minutes, and then she texted again and she said, are you there yet? And nothing. There was nothing. So this is 5 minutes go by, and it goes from her texting to nothing, no response or anything. They don't know what happened to her, where she went, what was going on. So the authorities, they went over Erica's cell phone and the vehicle pings. And they first started off that she was last seen Sunday near Highway 288. You can see the map there. It was a Beltway drive, and that they could see the GMC Arcadia that Erica was driving. The license plate is MKJ3303, and that's important because Erica's vehicle has not been found yet either, which is really, really strange. You'd think that would have been found by now. So then later on, they do some more investigation, and they said she was last seen visibly in her car on Court Road, Post Oak area. And then they say that, but her cell phone, the towers picked her cell phone up in this area also. All right, so you can see that map there too. Then they did a search in the wooded area along FM 2234 in the Fort Bend County, but nothing was found there. And you can see the map that I show you of where she was supposed to be, where they thought she was, where they pinged her at, and then also where the search is. Still nothing. Haven't been able to find anything. Texas AccuSearch has been over there searching also. They don't have any clue. They can't figure out where in the world she ended up at or where she's at. So I went and I looked at the Google Maps because I was very curious. You know, there's been instances, sadly to say, where people have dropped off the face of the earth and later their vehicles were found in the water. And I was wondering if maybe that's what happened with Erica, that maybe she dozed off and she went off the side of the road. Maybe it was dark where she went. I don't know. So I looked. The Facebook page that was set up for Erica was stating they were going to go around, that she'd go around Reed Road area to get home. But I saw that there was also this airport road. And the reason I bring this up, on the airport road, there's a bayou there. And there's 2 places in that area where you can cross this bridge, go over the bayou to get on the other side. And I'm sure there's probably boundaries or fencing on either side of these bridges. So it would seem unlikely that she would have broke through there and gone down into the bayou. And also, I don't know how deep this water is over there. It may not be enough to completely submerge a car. So that's another thing I don't know about, going with that theory that maybe she ended up in that bayou. But as I said, I went over there. I noted where Reed Road is, so I believe she lived near there. And I decided, you know what, it's only like a 5-minute period of time that she went missing. Let's start where she lived, which I don't know exactly where it is now, but it was supposed to be somewhere around this Reed Road. And let's go 5 minutes via vehicle away from that direction all the way around. And that's when I located that bayou there. And I was thinking, it's called Sims Bayou. And I'm thinking, I wonder if the car ended up over in that area, or maybe even under a bridge. Maybe it can't be seen because it's under a bridge. Now, as I said before, they were up there on Reed Road. I'm talking about Airport Boulevard, which is lower down south from Reed Road. And I don't know if they had an opportunity to go search over there, or they felt that there is no need to search over there. I don't know at this point in time, but they're doing everything they can to locate her. All right, so Erica was wearing the same clothes that you've seen in the video. It was kind of blue teal top, driving her GMC or Acadia, and it has an Aggie Mom on the back, a decal on the back, which would probably help it stand out. So as you're driving in the Houston area, please, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in the exact area I was talking about, the Reed Road and everything. It could be anywhere in Houston. If you see that vehicle, please call the police. Also, it may be parked somewhere. It could be in a Walmart parking lot. It could be an apartment complex parking lot. If you've noticed a black SUV and it's been sitting there for a bit, you might want to double check, make sure that the license plates don't match Erica's missing car's license plate. And if you have any information on her whereabouts, please call Houston Police Department. They're 832-394-1840. All right, that's it for today. Thanks everybody for listening. See you soon.